Hey guys, welcome back to round 2 of the Solidarity Tournament presented by the Outer Rim. For round 2, we've got Jeff on the left playing Darth Vader and Nightsister. Ryan will be on the right playing Elite Lando, Elite Qi'Ra. He'll be playing on Theed. And if I'm correct, Jeff is also playing on Theed. Looks like Ryan won the roll-off. He will take his battlefield more than likely. Go ahead and get that action cheating started early with Qi'Ra. Get that resource ramp going. Nightsister is a unique card that doesn't see much play anymore. For those of you who don't remember, Nightsister's action is to deal 1 damage to her to re-roll a die. That could be any die. I think Jeff's strategy will be to pretty much use her and her 7 damage to re-roll multiple of Ryan's dice. So Jeff puts 1 shield on Vader and 1 on Nightsister. Ryan will power action to gain the resource, get an additional action. He'll start off by rolling in Lando. Lando rolls a disrupt and a resource. Jeff thinking over his options here early. He'll roll Nightsister out, hits a blank. Ryan thought about taking the resource for a moment. Instead, decides to power action Lando, paying 2 for the quad jumper. Ambush action, he'll roll Qi'Ra out. Qi'Ra rolling some damage. Got a 2 range and a 3 range with a 1 pay side. Jeff will use the action on Nightsister to re-roll the 3 range side. Gets into a discard. There's 2 into Vader. Jeff drops an Ancient onto Vader. Getting some early upgrades here going for Vader. Quad Jumper gives us a resource. Vader rolls a blank, a melee, and a 2 resource. Once again, if Ryan mitigates any of Jeff's Vader character dice, Jeff can power action to discard a card to roll those character dice back in as his next action. Ryan gives us a reroll. We get a discard and a 4 resource for a 2 cost. He decides to go ahead and take the 2 resources, 1 on Lando and 1 on the quad. He'll also be able to use the Lando 4 resource to get to 2 additional resources. That'll put him up to 5 early. Instead, Jeff does a damage to the Nightsister to re-roll. Rolls into a 2 range for Ryan. He'll immediately put that into Vader. Vader already up to 3 damage. 12 health remaining. Jeff discards an unyielding to re-roll. And hits a lot of money. That's 5 resources. Ryan playing Let the Wookiee Win, card you don't see too often. Jeff's going to read over to make sure he applies it correctly. So Ryan is down to a discard side showing on Qi'Ra. Jeff has all his dice still in the pool as of this moment. So Jeff does decide to just remove the 2 character dice. He'll power action, dropping Feel Your Anger to re-roll. And rolls double blanks. Ryan pays 1 for free fall. That'll allow Jeff to remove a die. Gives Ryan ambush, which Ryan will play He Doesn't Like You to remove 1 of Vader's dice to remove the discard on Qi'Ra. See a Vader lightsaber and a Fear and Dead Man in Jeff's hand. The Vader Saber will be really beneficial if he can ramp up the resources for it. I don't know that Fear and Dead Men will be a solid card against a 2 wide. If it were 3 wide, absolutely. So he does discard Fear and Dead Men. Rolls, hits a 2 resource. Gonna fix that there. So Jeff takes his resources. And we are off to round 2. Board state wise, I would say it's pretty even. Jeff does pay 3 to drop the Vader Saber onto Vader. So that action on the lightsaber will be able to allow him to pay a resource to roll one of Vader's character dice back in, and because it is on Vader, he can deal a damage to a character. Lando rolls a 2 range and a resource. Jeff ramping up still, getting a 4 speed out on Vader. Should help him even out the speed of the round, with Qi'Ra being able to action cheat to gain a resource and get an additional action. So there's 2 more into Vader. Vader now at 10 health remaining. Nightsister still at 6 health remaining. Plenty of options for Jeff here to re-roll dice if need be. So Jeff activates Vader and decides to roll the house down with melee damage. Knights of Columbus. Get a 4 pay 1, a 4 pay 1, a +3, a +3, and a special on 4 speed. So Ryan will easy pickings the 2 4s. Jeff thinking about if he wants a power action. He does. Gets rid of Treasured. It's a base side. Gets a resource side on the other Vader die. So one of Ryan's characters is about to get a lot of damage. Once again, Jeff does have 2 resources, so he can pay one of those resources to roll the Vader character dice back into the pool once he resolves the lightsaber. Let's see who he puts the damage on. Decides to go after Qi'Ra first. So there's 8 straight into her. Jeff will pay the resource. That'll deal 1 additional to Qi'Ra. Be able to roll the character dice back in. Hits on some melee damage. It's going to be lethal on Qi'Ra. Ryan decides to go ahead and pay 5 for the pirate speeder tank. Rolls it out. Hits the special. He'll actually pay 4 for that with Lando's power action ability. The special on the pirate speeder tank is deal 2 damage to a character. Give one of your characters 2 shields, and take an additional action. Okay, so Jeff 4 speeds. 2 actions, activates a Nightsister who happens to hit the 2 range, and that's enough to kill Qi'Ra. So Ryan already down to 1 character remaining. Ryan was able to take the 2 shields there, but Jeff went ahead and popped the 3 melee, so that just took the 2 shields off and did 1 damage to Lando. Ryan will activate the quad. Jeff will just take the 2 resources off of Vader. Ryan will take his 2 shields. Try to keep Lando alive a little bit longer and push through to try to get some damage onto Vader. But Vader is fully loaded. He's in prime position to knock out Lando at any moment. Jeff will start with 5 resources this round, so Rise Again comes into play here. Ryan only starting with 2. Losing Qi'Ra this early in the game is going to really hurt his resource ramping. Jeff's going to roll out Vader first. It's a focus, a 2 resource, a +3, a resource, and a resource. Lando rolls out a 4 resource +2, 2 cost, and another 4 resource, 2 cost. Now he can resolve those individually and ramp up to 6 resources. Jeff's going to deal the damage to the Nightsister to force a reroll. Hits a resource. So Ryan will resolve the 4 resource to gain 2 additional, so he's up to 4 now. Jeff's going to discard his Dagger of Mortis. Try to get some more damage, and there it is. There's a 4 pay 1. He has a focus still on the table. That's at least 7 damage. Ryan's really got to try to get some kind of mitigation on Vader's dice here, or else he is in trouble. Alright, so Ryan decides to play Negotiate. He'll remove one of his character dice to force Jeff to choose and remove 2 of his dice. I would think Jeff's going to remove the Ancient. Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Let's give him no damage. He can still power action in the other character dice if he wants to. Looks like he's going to. It's a resource there. Ryan will roll the quad jumper out. Jeff's going to go ahead and do the damage from Vader. And I'll put Lando at 6. Including the ability to pay 1 to roll in another Vader character dice. So Vader's showing a lot of resources right now with a focus. There's a 1 range on the Nightsister. Ryan's going to use the ability on Quad Jumper to decrease the value of another vehicle by 2. So Ryan will bring out the Falcon, search for the escape craft, be able to roll it out. With ambush, he's going to, looks like, go ahead and do the damage. It's going to put Jeff at 11 health. 4 health remaining. Pirate Speeder Tank comes out with Indirect. So 4, that would either go onto the Sister. So Jeff takes the 2 from the Ancient and puts him back at 9 health, 6 health remaining, 9 damage, excuse me. So we get the 4 indirect, 3 will go on to Nightsister, 1 goes on to Vader. Jeff will pay 5 for Rise Again. That's going to heal 5 from Vader, put him back down to 5 damage. And he'll also get to play a upgrade from his discard pile for free. May see an Ancient, or we see the Dagger instead. Looks like he's going to go ahead and try to max out for damage. Lando's only at 5 health remaining with 2 shields, so 7 total. So reroll on the escape craft resource. Get a focus off the 4 speed. Looks like my young one has decided to get the hiccups. Apologies for that. Ryan's going to take the resource. Jeff will shoot the 1, take a shield off of Lando. We're going to see Ryan use the power action ability to detach the escape craft. Jeff going to focus to the 4 melee, 1 pay. So that'll put Lando at 2 health remaining here. Ryan's got a decent amount of vehicle support out, but he's only got 2 health remaining, only 2 resources. Jeff has 10 health remaining on Vader. Nightsister has 2 health remaining. Jeff looks like he's in pretty good shape here. So Jeff's going to roll out Vader. 4-speed special, blank on the Mortis, blank on Vader, a couple resources, and a plus melee on the Vader Saber. Ryan pays to drop down second chance. That'll keep Lando alive a little bit longer. Jeff is going to play Trust Your Instincts. Allows him to reroll any blue character and upgrade dice. And then draw a card from it. He did use a 4-speed action to do that. So theoretically, Jeff should have, instead of resolving the lightsaber die, he probably should have gone ahead and just popped the second chance. Because he put 7 damage into a 2 health. But he goes ahead and does the 7. He'll pay the 1 to deal the damage to Lando. That'll put Lando back at 4 health remaining. Ryan's going to pay 1 for... He decides to change his mind on Dex's Diner. Falcon comes out, hits on the range side. A little bit indirect there from Lando. More than likely we'll see a reroll from the Nightsister action. So he's going to go ahead and deal a 4 indirect. Puts 3 on Vader and 1 on the Nightsister. So Jeff can technically still use the reroll ability. He'll just have to kill off Nightsister to do it. It's a 1 gun. Speeder tank comes out. He's going to go ahead and resolve for the 2 shields. Lando now at 5 health remaining. Just going to discard Boundless. It's a melee on Vader, resource, and looks like 2 shields on the other Vader die. Get a focus on the escape craft. Alright, Jeff discards a reroll. It's got some damage showing. He needs 5 to kill Lando. Looks like he has 5 right now. Ryan gonna focus to the indirect, which is probably smart. More than likely Jeff's either going to go ahead and kill the Nightsister to re-roll that die. I don't know why he needs to. He should just go ahead and just do the damage. kills off the sister. And so we get a 2 discard on the Falcon. Ryan still has 3 cards in hand. Ryan thinking about going ahead and just doing the 2 discard. He does, and he reaches over vehemently. Grabs a Force Illusion. Looks like a hidden motive out of Jeff's hand. Jeff needs to go ahead and do the damage. And that's it. It's enough to kill Lando. Good job, Jeff. That's the end of round 2. Stick around for round 3 shortly. Have some more Solidarity action. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next round.